and welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited for today's recipe because it's the first time I'm making a recipe that is inspired from Kerala cuisine, and I'm very excited to be making Cherupayar, which actually is the name of green moong dal in Malayalam. And I'm going to make this delicious moong dal in Kerala style. The main ingredient that we need is obviously green moong. And before I start cooking, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Hit the bell button and share this with your family and friends. Right, let's get cooking. So this is green moong, which is whole moong, and this is what is called Cherupayar in Malayalam. And I have got here 300 grams of this. You can soak this because that means that it takes lesser time to cook. But because I usually cook in a pressure cooker, I can skip the soaking part. So I've given it a quick wash, and I'm just going to peel and chop up 2 garlic cloves. Just going to thinly slice them. And I'm going to take 1 really strong bird's eye green chili. This is a spicy one. Just slit it, and this can go with the dal. A teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of chili powder, the garlic and the green chili. And then I'm going to add 1 liter of water. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using a pressure cooker, which will take me 15 minutes. If you're not using a pressure cooker, and if you're using a slow cooker, or you're just using a pan, if you soak it for an hour, it'll take you slightly lesser time to cook in the pan. And in a pan, it'll take you around 40-45 minutes to cook the moong dal. So I'm going to let this cook and come back to it when the dal is fully soft and it breaks like I like it, because like I always say, the breaking of the dal is actually what gives the flavor to your dish, and that's how you know the different flavors of different dals. So it has been 15 minutes now. This is cooked, and I always leave it alone for 10-15 minutes to let the pressure come down before I open it. In the meantime, I have had a coffee. So a little break, and I'm going to get this one fresh coconut. Going to crack it open. Can you hear there's water inside? You know, this is like in India, obviously every time you'd open, most of the times you'll get it fresh and it'll taste amazing. And in the UK, it's like potluck. Half the times I open it and it's all kind of rotten inside. It smells so bad, and the other half, obviously, you get a good one. So let's see which one I have this time. And there is only one way to break it. Guess how? That's how. Right, it's cracked open. Let's see. Oh, there comes the water. One more time. There we go. That's it. Take it inside and clean it up. In India, I remember even when I was little, or any time like growing up as well, whenever my mum would use a fresh coconut to cook, and if there was water inside, we would be like down there with a little bowl collecting all the water so we could drink it. But I just don't do that here because it's never fresh. The water is not nice, and I don't want to like even try it. So yeah, things you do differently. Right, let's see. Yay, it's a good one. I love snacking on this. That's all the coconut that has come out of the coconut. That's so funny. So I'm not going to use the whole coconut. Out of this, I'm going to weigh and tell you probably quarter of the coconut, because some of you might not be able to find like whole coconut. So you can buy these coconut shavings in some supermarkets, and you know, whatever is left, I used to just leave it in the fridge, and then after a week it would go bad, and then I'll just throw it in the bin. What I have started doing is I'll put these pieces, dry them out and put them in the freezer, and that way I can just use it when I want, because it lasts for longer and it stays fresher. So I have actually used half the coconut, which is around 150 grams, and I've also got around 10 fresh curry leaves. I'm going to also just add 1 more green chili. I want it nice, and it won't make it very hot. Coconut is going to dilute it down, so I just want a little bit of the oomph in it, and I'm just going to blitz this up. Oh, actually, I'm also going to add a teaspoon of cumin seeds to this. So teaspoon of cumin seeds, and then I'm just gonna blitz it up. That's it. So it's not going to be like a fine kind of powder, or it's not going to be a paste. It's not going to turn into coconut milk. None of that. I'll show you. Look at this. So it's just like a texture. Oh, shoot. What I was trying to say is like a grainy texture. So this is on the side. I have got 2 banana shallots. You can use round shallots. If you don't have shallots, just use onions. And I'm just going to thinly slice them first, very quickly. So I have got here some coconut oil because I want to try it. Like a lot of Kerala food is cooked in coconut oil. I'm not generalizing the whole of Kerala cuisine, just by the way. So going to use 2 tablespoons of this. In goes a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Just some curry leaves. And then just going to add the flying shallots. So I don't want a very kind of strong color to this. I just want to get them lightly golden. I've also got 2 garlic cloves, and I'm going to thinly slice them too. And once they start to soften, I'm going to add 2 red chilies and also throw in the garlic. And while that's happening, I'm going to quickly check on the dal if it needs a little bit longer. Oh no, it's perfect. As in, oh no, yes, it's perfect. Wow, that's properly cooked. Look at that. It's mushy, it's soft. And to this, I'm going to add our lovely coconut mixture. Wow, this smells amazing. Now that is looking pretty good. The onions have softened up nicely and they're just beginning to get a bit of color. It's been 6-7 minutes and I'm ready to add the dal to this. This really does smell incredible, guys. I've not cooked green moong like this before, so I'm extremely excited. And there is the Kerala style moong dal ready. I'm serving it with some rice because it tastes amazing with it. Just some steaming hot rice and then some steaming hot dal. And I obviously not right now, but once this is cooled down for 2 minutes, I'm going to actually sit down and eat it with my hands. That's the best way to eat dal and rice. Wow, wow, wow. That is insane. That's so good. The coconut, because it's not coconut milk, it's not overpowering. The dal is still the main flavor, but that coconut is giving it really nice texture. Dal is super soft and squidgy. That is so good. And it's not too spicy because obviously the coconut has kind of calmed the chili down, but it's still got a slight kick to it, which is delicious. I really do hope you're going to give this a go and you're going to enjoy it. But don't forget to subscribe and come back for another new recipe. Bye for now. Absolutely delicious.